Good morning, and I hope you've been well, and this is part 131 of the Pokemon Rejuvenation V13.5 Let's Play, set mode, no items, so yeah. And for today's episode, we will be getting into the Reborn Again side quest, and also one or two of the East Gearen City Help Center requests, so yeah. Now before we do get into today's side quest episode, I do want to go over this quest, or well, I should say the next few quests. So yeah, this is more so gonna be for new players that may get stuck, lost, or confused. If you're somebody that doesn't really care to listen for whatever the reason may be, that's fine. Go to the comment section below, timestamp there, skip ahead, so yeah. Okay, so on to the summary, explanation, rant, giving advice to new or repeat players. So yeah, again, one final time, comment section below. You could skip ahead if you don't want to listen. Yeah. Okay. So if you're a little bit confused with the Pokemon Reborn references within this game, Pokemon Reborn is its own Pokemon fan-made game. If I'm not mistaken, developers from that team and the Rejuvenation team have pretty much helped each other out throughout the years, and they decided to do a little bit of a collaboration kind of quest within Pokemon Rejuvenation. I believe there's also a small one within Reborn as well, technically during the post-game stuff, but yeah, it's pretty cool how both of them kind of add little things from one another, so yeah. But again, if you haven't really played that game, I would recommend that you do play it. It is personally my favorite Pokemon fan-made game of all time. Rejuvenation is a close second. I've played Reborn countless times, honestly. I would say technically I've played Rejuvenation a little bit more, but still, Reborn has always been my favorite for many years. Without Reborn, I probably wouldn't have found Rejuvenation and Desolation, so yeah, but anyways, enough of me, talking about it being my favorite fan game. What they've decided to do pretty much is have a few gym leaders come onto the Avium region to help do some renovations to East Gearen City Neo, and mainly just to help out Jane and I guess the community and all of that good stuff. It's a really fun quest that we're going to be getting into, so yeah. Now for some advice and whatnot, as always, you should have nothing less than level 85s at this point. There's no reason why you should be under leveled. If you don't really do any like EV training and stuff like that, as always, I would recommend you do so. You don't really have to if you don't want to, but it's always recommended. Now let's see here, what's the next thing? Right, HMs. You're gonna need a lot of HMs. There's gonna be a lot of, running around, swimming, flying, etc. So please make sure that you have a lot of these golden items, or at least the HMs on some of your Pokemon, so you can, go through the different quests very easily. So yeah, let's see here. Levels, HMs. I brought up that there's a lot of moving around. I'm trying to think if there's really anything else that I can bring up, honestly. I don't really think so. It's mainly a lot of moving around, a lot of different things that you have to get and capture and yada yada yada, so yeah. I think that's actually pretty much it. It's gonna be a lot, I think, with the East Gearen City Help Center request. Right, it used to be 3, but I think there's now 4 total. Forest Restoration, the Pokeball Factory, the mall opportunities, and right, that dive spot. I believe they changed it that you can't really go to Terrajuma to find the SS Oceana that, sunk underwater. It's a new quest for the Help Center quest, so yeah, 4 total. Now, I think there's one that's called like Parks and Recs, if I'm not mistaken. That one cannot be started until, I think, Karma Files, if I'm not mistaken. So that one we can't even do right now, but for the other ones we'll definitely get into, so yeah. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it, honestly. I guess with that being said and done, I guess we'll get on with the quest here. Alright, on to the first one being Reborn Again. This quest is going to be pretty much a introduction kind of quest, more so to the 2 reborn gym leaders that will be here. There really isn't like a ton that happens. It's more so again like an introduction, following them around, and then you can get on into the help center request. Welcome Alon, it's been quite some time. Surprised by East Gearen City's renovation, Zumi and I were contacted by a longtime friend about city renovations. Oh, right. Each quest that we do on this episode is similar to the other ones, because I know we'll do Reborn again here, and then we'll get into 1 or 2 of the other help center requests. If you're somebody that does skip around, there will be timestamps for each one from start to completion, so if you want to use that and just skip around, you could do that as well. Anyways, hey Jane, did you get everything settled? And there's Zem now. I've already gathered the locals. Like as planned, this is going to be a community-based project. Also, sorry if I pronounced Zem wrong, so I'm not really wise with pronunciations and stuff like that. As many know, I suck at pronouncing words, so apologies for that. Oh, I'm sorry, am I interrupting something? Not at all. Alon, this is Adrian. Adrian, Alon. You're Alon. I've heard a lot about you. Everything you've done for this region has been incredible. Now what's cool is I noticed the sprite and all of that. It's a little bit touched up actually from the one from Reborn, so that's kind of a cool little change there that I've noticed. I guess to be fair, same with Jane, but we've seen that during the beginning of this series. You know, in a way, you remind me of the champion in the Reborn region. Similarly to you, they fought to take down Team Meteor. Maybe one day, you two shall meet. Alon Adrian is from the Reborn region. Not only are they a gym leader, but also they manage behind Reborn City's community. Adrian, along with a few other friends, restored the Reborn region to what it once was. Jane, you flatter me, really. I just did what had to be done. Since, you know, they weren't able to do it. Sorry, I didn't mean to put a damper on things. What matters now is Gearen City's restoration. It wasn't as bad as Reborn State, but it definitely needed some work. You just got back to the city, right, Alon? Why don't I show you around? You two go do that, but before you leave, Adrian, I have what you need. Thank you. I'll get to work right away. Well, after I show Alon around. I'll be waiting outside, there's a lot to do, so please hurry. There are other matters I must attend to. It was good to see you again, Alon. By the way, have you seen Amanda lately? I need to talk to her, but she won't answer my calls. Never mind, it's pointless. She'll appear whenever she's decided to. For a moment. And of course, if you remember the factory scene, yeah, you won't be getting a phone call for a while. Okay. Can you believe that this city had no street names before now? How did people even know where to go? It was insane. Zumi and I had a lot of fun coming up with street names for all the nooks and crannies around Gearen. For example, the street we're on now is Sapphire Boulevard. It's easy to remember because of the blue diamond tiles laid across the floor here. Alright, let's head west from here. So again, with this one here, Reborn again, you just pretty much just follow them around. This is the community center held between Sapphire Boulevard and River Avenue. This is pretty much where I live. Everything that needs to be done is managed through Jane and then through myself. In fact, those papers Jan, however you pronounce his name, handed me contained a signed petition. You see, even though West Gearen and East Gearen share the same name, they're technically separated. Mr. Blakery used to own both parts, but after the Great Gearen Fire, he abandoned this half, which means that we're not allowed to touch anything in West Gearen. But what about the people in that district who want to clean things up? Their voices have been heard and are recorded in this list. Hopefully Mr. Blakery agrees to this. Okay, let's go around the corner. The stairs to the water treatment center are there. Sounds like a plan. Now, of course, with the renovations, I believe there are... Oh, whoops. I don't want to learn anything from you. Whoops. I did that twice. You could pretty much like get some really cool TM, well not teams, but like teach like really like good moves. Outrage isn't too bad. So yeah, not everybody will do it, but some will. Oh right, I forgot about that. Little goofy scene there. Okay, enough goofing around. Let's head on to the water treatment center. The sewers before had no meaningful use other than house the remaining power center for East Gearen City. So Jane's permission, I've reconfigured this entire facility to be the new water treatment center. I knew this place was a haven for beginning trainers to gather and become stronger, but unfortunately that had to end for this place to fulfill its purpose well. If we let any trainer in here, there would be a chance one of them would cause trouble. Let's not have what happened to Reborn Center happen here. Yeah, that was pretty bad. But in the end, everything was taken care of because of our champion. This is the main power grid. Instead of having separate grids like last time, we've combined it into one. It's much more convenient and easier to manage this way. The cooling system keeps the generator at peak performance always. It also has a fail-safe system that goes online whenever there's a failure. So even when the generator kicks the bucket, the city will have months of power left. That way, a solution can be reached without disrupting the daily lives of the citizens. Okay, last room I want to show you is the most northwestern room. Sounds like a plan. And I believe that's on over here. Wrong room. Wait, I'm dumb. Northwestern, not southwestern. Alright, there's this one here. Okay. So it seems... Right, back then there used to be that time splicer thing, right? So I guess that might have changed then. This room is the main office, everything to do with the center's taking care of Gearen here. That girl used to play down here with her friends, Venom was it? I expect she want to have some sort of power down here once she's better. So I'm offering her a management job. And before you say that's a bad choice, I've hired a supervisor to keep her on the right track. Goodness gracious, we spent way too much time down here. Let's head back up above ground. I have another friend from Reborn with me that I'd like you to meet. So it's honestly like a really like neat thing to kind of like think about. Let's see. So you could surf there. We did grab that item already. I do want to look because I don't think... No, this has not really changed at all. Okay. Just curious is all. But yeah, just kind of like thinking about it with like chapter 3 pretty much. You know, there used to be like this here. I believe it was right at this spot. Maybe it was this one. Maybe. I know like on like older versions I did the same thing, like the time crystal thing wasn't there anymore, but just kind of an interesting thing to think about is all. Okay, so once we get on out of here, they should be... Where are they? Here you are. She should be around here somewhere. I scheduled a rendezvous on the street at this time. Adrian, I'm over here. So I can't tell if they changed her sprite a little bit. They might have slightly, but she looks very identical to the other one from like the previous versions of Rejuvenation. I think it actually is slightly different. But again, very similar. Aya, there you are. How are things going with the gym? It's going well. Lots of tough beginner trainers in this area. We're away from Reborn, but somehow this place makes me nostalgic. I could definitely see the potential here too. Alon, this is my friend Aya. She's the poison gym leader in Reborn City. Aya, this is Alon, someone who's very much like our champion. I see, someone like them. Anyway, Jane couldn't find a suitable reserve for venom in time, so he asked me to help. Seeing as Adrian was already heading to Avium in the first place, I decided to tag along. Battling still isn't really my thing, but I appear to be good at it, so... Still selling yourself short, I see. It's not my fault I'm like this. I didn't want any of this. I never asked for any of this. I just want to go home. If that's the case, then maybe you should just leave. We'll find more suitable people to help with the reconstruction. Sure, maybe I will just leave then. For a moment. Don't worry, Alon, we're just kidding around. I'm happy to be here. If it weren't, I think Hardy would give you one of his life-changing lectures again. I think I've gotten enough of those to last me a few centuries. I wish he could have been here with us, but you know, leader duties and all. Anyway, why did you call me here? Is there something up? Things have been going smoothly. Cooperation percent is around 98%. Like Reborn, there are some citizens who don't care for the change, but the reception... No, I had that right. Sorry. Is overwhelmingly positive. However, just like Reborn, there's one place we're not getting any cooperation from. In fact, we haven't heard a single thing from them at all. I'm beginning to suspect there's some shady activity going on. Who is it this time? I hope it's not another Devon Co. branch. It's the Park and Recreation Center down by Leaflet Garden. I talked to Jane about it before. They've given no response for a while. Jane had plans to demolish the building and expand the garden, but he didn't have legal permission to do so, as the owner has claimed residency despite not showing themselves. Okay, so they claim residency, that means someone is really in there. What's the problem? The problem is the probability of shady activity. If you think they're doing something illegal in there, then why don't we just do something about it now? I think that gives us the right to do whatever we want with the property. Let's not jump the gun yet. We have no real evidence that illegal business is taking practice. We requested a mandatory meeting with the owner of the building. They've got about a few weeks to respond to that, so we'll have to wait for the allotted time to run out before we try anything. I guess you called us here to make us aware of the situation, to get ready for any potential danger. That's right, but this could all just be a big misunderstanding, and truthfully, I really hope it is. You know what happened last time something like this occurred? How could I forget? How could anyone forget? Anyway, that's all. I think I'm going to take a break for the day. Yep, that's all I wanted to say. Have a nice break. Yep. It won't be a while until that whole debacle will be settled, but we're going to need your help when the time comes. I hope you attend. But besides that, there's a lot of work to be done in the city itself. I've gone ahead and placed all the remaining tasks on the board at the help center. If you want to help the city in any way, that would be the place to start. Oh, and I took care of any unfinished requests that were on the board previously. Hopefully you didn't want to do them. Anyway, that's pretty much everything significant I wanted to show you. Please explore the city to your heart's content. Bye for now. So that's pretty much it for Reborn again. Again, it's more so just a simple introduction going over Adrian, Aya, and Jane and a little bit of a situation that's going to slowly evolve down the line. So yeah, but with that being said and done, let's head on. Oh, I forgot to battle them real quick. One moment, please. Alright, sorry about that. Let's see. Oh. I guess I forgot to battle these guys up here as well. Again, one moment, please. Okay, I think that's pretty much all of them. So let's see here. Right, I'll just pause here real quick. Let's see. Right. Sorry, I don't know why I got confused there for a moment. Oh, right, I remember what I was meant to do. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Pretty much, I usually like to write down like the timestamps on when I like complete quests. That's what I kind of like forgot to do, and yeah, okay. Enough of the confusion and stupidity on my end. Right, okay, so instead of 3, they changed it to 4. Forest restorations, that's probably going to be the last one that we do. Mainly because it's very lengthy, so we'll probably dedicate that to its own episode. I think for this one, let's just keep it simple and do this one here. Pokeball Conundrum. It seems like the people behind the store Pokemon Emporium are experiencing weird shortage issues. I'm looking for an honest trainer to go and see if they can help them out. Accept the quest. Please visit the folks down by the Pokemon Emporium. Sounds like a plan. So pretty much it's the mall that's over here. I believe it should be you. I'm sorry this is embarrassing, but we actually don't have anything to sell you right now. We were supposed to get a new shipment a few weeks ago, but it never came. Oh, you're here about the help center request, but I don't remember putting any request up. Now that I think about it, that Adrian person came in here earlier to ask how I was doing with my business. I practically told them in my life story. Maybe they decided to put a request up for me. Anyway, since this is a thing, I might as well tell you what's going on. I am the owner of this business, it's true, but I don't have a part in actually producing Pokeballs. I get my stock from the Tecanlite factory, however you pronounce that, in West Gearen. But lately I haven't gotten any shipments, let alone any form of communication. Could you do me a favor and see what's going on? So pretty much now we want to go on over to West Gearen City and go to the factory and pay them a little visit and see what's going on. Okay. Oh, right. Since we're kind of over here, I won't do it right now, but on another side quest video, I'll do this. You can use the Dole Key to get a Litten if you want one. Alright, the Dole Key, I think it's on the whatchamacallit. I think, did I already get the Blitzel? Yes, I believe there was a Blitzel over there. Maybe it was down here, I don't remember. But anyways, yeah, I believe it's on the SS Oceana, on like the top end area, so if you do want a Litten, that's how you get one. Anyways, Tecanlite Factory. The shutters seem to be locked tightly. Maybe Jane has a key. Hey Aya. Hey Alon, this part of the city isn't as developed, is it? I heard that Adrian and Jane wanted to revamp this area too, but some old fart named Mr. Blakery wouldn't allow it. Alright, for why I'm here, it's not like we're spying, but we can detect when requests have been accepted. We saw that you accepted this particular one and found out you were here to check out this factory. Luckily for us, Jan had a key to this place, so I decided to come by and drop it off, but Hardy is always on me for not being being social enough, so I guess what I'm trying to say is that I would like to help. Okay, let's check out the area. What am I getting myself into? For a moment. Alright, sorry for the pause there, I had to go do something. Looks like no one's at the front desk. All I wanted to do was nap after my later duties. Who's there? Huh? Oh no, what's Alon doing here? That door was supposed to be closed. Oh look, it's Team Den or something. It's Team Zen, respect our name. Right, Alon, let's take care of this. Team Zen, strike the pose, the glorious X. You look ridiculous. Fitting. Let's get this over with. Sounds like a plan. Alrighty. Golem, Raichu. Alright, I forgot the heal. I'm just gonna do this real quick. I guess that works too. Okay. Super Fang, you. Thank you, Lycan Rock. It was kind of hardy to lend that to her. Let's see. Pretty much Hardy is a rock type gym leader, and Aya is more so a poison type leader. Okay. Let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter. Okay. Spirit Tomb, we'll just stay in. Cool, cool. Wait, I've seen these two before. This isn't good. Wait, these two? That's Alon, destroyer of Team Zen, and Aya, poison leader of Reborn City. I'm not surprised with Alon's presence, but a leader from Reborn. This is bad, we should pull back and inform the others. Yeah, let's go before it gets too crazy. Looks like we're famous, Alon. If Hardy were here, he'd laugh. Seriously though, if Team Zen is in here, that can't mean anything good. Let's save Adrian and Jane the pain and take care of this issue ourselves. You've had more experience than me, so I'll just follow you. Also, I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I think the floor is different from the older versions. I don't remember it being this like white and colorful. Maybe I'm wrong though. You may have beaten us, but I refuse to move from this spot. Fine, be that way, we'll just go the long route. Oh right, also you can talk to Aya here. Hopefully the workers from this factory are doing alright. I don't know what Team Zen is capable of, so I don't know what to expect, but I really hope they aren't the type to senselessly murder innocent people. So this is where Avium gets its Pokeball production done. Pokeballs were really hard to come by in the Reborn City, sorry. It didn't really matter that much. I suppose wild Pokemon weren't exactly common. I never used to be good with anything, really, but I like to think that I've come a long way since then. I won't hold back, I promise. There should be another... I specialize in poison types, but I do have a soft spot for this Lycanroc. When I first became a gym leader, I was having a hard time adjusting, but Hardy showed up and made me feel better. I don't like rock types, but I love my Whittle Doggy Woggy. If you tell anyone about this, I swear I'll make you suffer. You got it. I will keep my mouth shut. Now, I think some of the Pokeballs that are on the floor, you can pick them up and collect them. This is our factory now. We're not bothering anyone. Just cooperate, Avium. You're from the Reborn region. This is Avium, not Reborn. For a moment. Rampardos, Staraptor. Yeah, we'll just go out to the Staraptor. That Rampardos could be a little bit of a menace though. Let's go into you. I kind of hate the Earthquake, but I'm going to. I just want the Rampardos gone. It kind of sucks, you know, seeing the Nidoqueen go, but now I'll start kind of going for Rock Slide. Okay. Let's see, Rock Slide again. Cool, cool. One more should do it. Perfect. Then Wall Rain, Rock Slide again. Okay. Sanders. Weavile. Perfect. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Let's see. Those rotten fools have gotten in the way of production. They won't even let us leave because that would cause a scene. I don't know, it's a smart move by them. No one will notice what's going on here if no noise is made. I concur, but it's still irritating. For a moment. I didn't mean to skip that text, sorry. Personally, I feel like the factory belongs to everyone. I should be able to walk in and take whatever I want. For a moment. Also, I know it's kind of random. Like, I know like I paused a few times in this episode. I don't know what it is. Like, there's just a really weird smell. I know, of course, you guys can't smell it, of course, but... I hope it's not like a leak or something. I'll have to look into it later. I don't know what it is. Like, it just smells like a Sharpie in my room. But yeah, I mean, I have a Sharpie next to me, but I haven't used it, and if it was like a Sharpie, like it wouldn't. Weird. I'll take a look at it afterwards. That's like the first time that like I've noticed or like had that happen. Weird. Anyways, that kind of sucked. I know I haven't really been paying attention to the battle. Oh, if you're already like +2 before, then okay. You're gonna be annoying. That's fine. Okay. And guess what? If you ordered from this place, they totally screw you on the shipping fees. The last time I stayed up late watching movies with Ibrahim? I don't know what he's referring to. But real quick. Okay. Hey, hey. Finally, people are here to save us. We've been waiting so long. I'm surprised it took this long too. Don't you guys ever get visitors? Our boss works here in the factory with us, and I'd imagine anyone who tried to get in would just be shooed away. Those buffoons make me laugh. How dare they take over this factory? Just wait until I contact my lawyer, then they'll be sorry. Ma'am, I don't think contacting a lawyer will help. They're a massive criminal organization. They won't take your lawsuit with respect. Perhaps I should sue you for that sharp tongue, Next time you won't be so quick to say unnecessary things. Why do I even bother with these people? I thought we were goners. No one's come to help us for the months we've been trapped here. Trapped in here for months, huh? Did these crooks provide meals for you or something? As long as we produce Pokeballs for them, they let us do anything but leave. Yikes, that's hard to think about. Could have been worse. Right. Let me see. There we go. And then I believe... Right. There's like a little funny scene here if I'm not mistaken. You know, if this is back here, it probably belongs to the company. But if you want to take it, I won't stop you. I'll just internally judge you. Slightly. So... yeah, I don't think you actually like lose points with that, so yeah. Okay. Um, let's see here. I think I can go. There we go. Oh right, I should. Okay, yeah, we're healed up. Wait a minute, hold on. What now? Sorry for stopping you, but you mustn't come this way. Why not? We're sort of in the middle of something. It isn't safe back here? Doesn't that scare you? Don't be stupid. Of course we know it's not safe. And no, it doesn't scare us. Why waste the time to save this rusty old factory? Trust us. It's too far gone. Yes, please believe my sister and I when we say it's too far gone. We weren't lying, we promise. I didn't ask if you were lying or not. Alon, these two are creeps. Let's just keep them to be creepy and move on. Okay, but we're telling the truth. Don't come crying to us when you two fall. That was so weird. For a moment. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I think I brought it up. Yeah, I did say it earlier. That smell's driving me wild. And I don't know where or what it is. Okay. See, we told you we'd been compromised. What are we gonna do, sis? We tried our best to trick them, but they were too smart for us. Yes, far too intelligent. And what, may I ask, is going on here? That was my question. I think you should answer us first. A spunky one, are we? My name is Alana. I'm the one in charge of the silly little factory. That's not true. Don't believe what this witch says. Who are you? I'm the real president of the Takanlite factory. This wench used to be my girlfriend, but it turns out she was conning me the entire time. What's wrong with a little backstabbing? Team Zen hired me to trick you. To trick you this entire time. I cannot read today. Team Zen hired me to trick you this entire time, and you never even guessed. Can you even imagine how much money Team Zen offered me? I bet you can't even begin to fathom it, Your riches mean nothing to me. Oh, I see. You're a real gold digger. My brother used to tell me all the time about those people. You're really awful, you know that? Awful? The only awful one is the old man going after young women. It's disgusting. I'm doing the city a favor by doing this. I'm not convinced, but whatever you say. Deathwings, get them. Who are you to order us? What? I'm in charge here. Do what I say. You're a fool to think that you are the one in charge. You think we'd actually give you anything? You're just another pawn we use to meet our goal. It can't be. I was a pawn? What about my money? What about... What happened to them? They just disappeared. All who get in the way of Team Zen shall meet the same fate. You all will know our struggle. You'll know why we fight. These two are different. Don't let your guard down. For a moment. So some of these Deathwing battles can get a little bit more tricky. So please make sure that your team is very well leveled. Okay, so I want to Super Feign the Bronzong. That kind of sucked, but that's okay. We'll do that. Scizor, I'm just gonna... Yeah, I think Air Slash is okay. Oh well. No matter what, it's just gonna BP me though. Right. I can go... Yeah, Ampharos is looking pretty good right now. Swampert wouldn't have been bad either, but I think Ampharos is just better. Well, that kind of sucked. But that's okay. We'll turn it around here. Okay, so you're sturdy. Electivire. You can get a little bit spooky. I'll just power gem you, because I would assume the muck will go out their Scar. Oh well. That is quite unfortunate. Okay. Yeah. I need the Electivire gone. You're gonna be a little bit more oh well. That's a little bit scary. Oof. Nice. Yeah, I don't know if I can turn it around. Yeah, you still have like another Pokemon. I can't turn it around. Let me see. Wow. Alright, sorry for the pause there. Oh, right. Let me see. No, I don't win. Yeah, really close, but not enough. But as you can see there, if you are low leveled, it can be very difficult, so yeah, we'll redo that again though. Alright, second try. I probably should have led with something better. That's okay. I did get this guy though, and then the rest are the same. Honestly, like, the team really... I mean, like, I guess, like, it can matter. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't, but it's one of those ones, like, it's not super tricky in my opinion. So, just have a well-balanced team and you should be okay. It might take you a few tries, of course, but yeah. I'm gonna play a little bit differently. Go for Tailwind this time. Okay. And I was just gonna... Well... we could have some fun, actually. Of course, you get a crit. That kind of sucked, but at least we got one back. That's fine. Discharge. And thanks to Tailwind, we got good momentum. Surprised that Discharge did so little. Oh, right. I forgot. The Bronzong, I think, got screens. That's why. Okay. Okay. Those misses definitely mattered. We'll just run with them, though. That's fine. That's gone. Yeah, just Dragon Pulse. Okay. Cool, cool. Olympia. That's fine, honestly. Earthquake's the only play that makes sense. A rock slide here. That was a misplay. I should have just well, nah, it didn't really matter. I don't see why. Yeah. And then just clean up here. Yeah, okay. But yeah, there's a lot of different combinations you can use with this one. It's not super terrible, but if you are underleveled, it can give you a pretty rough time. Is it possible for a Deathwing to fail, but how? No, that's not possible. It isn't possible for Deathwings to lose. After all of our training, is Alon becoming just as strong as us? To think that we were entrusted with this factory by Madam X, just to lose it all in the end. We'll lose more than just this factory. Failure isn't tolerated. That's the #1 rule we Deathwings live by. Success or death, there is no in between. We shall not meet again. Success or death, if you fail a mission as a Deathwing, it's just over? How could one sign up to be something like that? To risk your life at every corner? I just can't think about it, and we cannot think of it. What's done is done, there's nothing we could do. That being said, thank you both for saving me in the factory. If you two hadn't shown up, Team Zen would have gotten away with their schemes for sure. It was no big deal, we just did what we had to do. Unfortunately, I don't have a reward for you now. All of our stock has been depleted because of Team Zen. However, if you return in the future, I may have something that's worth your time. I wasn't really looking for a reward, but thanks, I guess. I suppose we're done here then. Let's leave. It's a good thing we decided to check up on the factory after all, huh? I'm gonna go ahead and consider this request done then. I'll go notify Adrian and tell Zem that this issue has been resolved. Oh, and that was kind of fun, Alon. Thanks for being easy to work with, unlike certain others I know. Yeah, okay, bye. Sounds like a plan. And we have one quest done there. And with that being said and done, we'll definitely do another one. However, yeah, I'll probably just stop the recording here for now. I'm gonna have to look into the smell, man. It is really weird. I never experienced anything like this before, so... yeah, it is a little bit concerning. I'll write down the timestamp there. And then I'll just edit in the next part when I record it, so... yeah. Alright, sorry for the pause there, I'm back now. Thankfully found the smell, it's been taken care of, and no longer have a pretty bad headache, so we're good to continue on. Now, I am recording this part here the day after I did the first part, so if my memory is a little bit wonky today, I do apologize about that. As you know, throughout the series, I've said it multiple times, and you've probably witnessed it many times. My memory sucks. But if I'm not mistaken, the first part that we did was the Reborn Again quest. That's when we met up with Jane and the Reborn leaders, Aya and Adrian, and went around the new city, being East Gearen City Neo, and just saw all of the new changes and whatnot, so that's been done so far. And then I believe with Aya, we did Pokeball Conundrum, leaving Forest Restoration, Mall Opportunities, and Shipwreck Recovery. I think for this episode here, we will be getting into Shipwreck Recovery, leaving Mall Opportunities and Forest Restoration to the second part of the East Gearen City Neo help center request. I think I brought it up before on the last episode. If I did all 4 of these on one video, it would easily be over 3 hours, possibly 4. So I just don't really feel like doing that. So we're going to break it into 2 parts to keep it simple. If Shipwreck Recovery isn't as lengthy as I think it is, we might do mall opportunities, and then the next episode just do forest restoration, and then go into the one scene with Aya, Adrian, and Jane, give some of my thoughts and feelings, and probably a spoiler rant on a certain scene that happens afterwards. But most likely we'll save forest restoration and mall opportunities to the next part, and then get into all of that. So time will tell. We'll see how it goes. But to keep it simple for this episode, we will do Shipwreck Recovery. And with that being done here, that would mean we got Reborn Again, Pokeball Conundrum, and Shipwreck Recovery this episode. So yeah, I feel like I worded that all weird, but that's okay. That's okay. Shipwreck Recovery. The wreck of the SS Oceana remains on the sea floor, and we worry that it'll harm the sea's ecosystem if it stays there. We'll need the help of a trainer capable of using dive to help us with this problem. Accept this request. There will be someone on I cannot speak today. There will be someone on Oceana Pier that'll be able to take you to the rig. I'll be waiting for you there. Sounds like a plan. So, plain and simply, you just go to the pier and meet up with the gentleman on over here. Nope. Over here. Nice. I'm trying to remember this quest here in particular. I know we did it during V13.5 on the normal original series that we started many years ago during like V12. Even though there weren't any casualties from the sinking, it still feels wrong to do anything this major to its resting site. Interesting opinion. Also, you can capture a Pelipper if you wish to do so, since Pelipper is very known for its, ability. And on like rain teams and whatnot, it definitely could be very solid for you. So if you do want one, I would definitely capture one. I don't really plan to do any rain teams. We might switch it up, because like I know I got a comment before about why I don't use like rain or sun teams, sand teams, etc, etc. I'm not really sure what it is, because yeah, I don't know, because like they're really like good, don't get me wrong, but I just don't really use those kind of teams. Even with like back then when I used to play like Pokemon Showdown like competitively when I was like a teen, during yeah, Gen 6, Gen 7, OU, UU, Ubers, etc, etc. I never really, no, I rarely ever use rain teams, honestly. They're really good, don't get me wrong, but I just never really messed around with them personally. I may have done it like a few times. Never really did sun teams. I know I used some sand teams before, with like T-Tar, Exidrill, etc, etc. Anyways, we might play around with that actually, maybe so. We're thinking of pulling the wreckage out of its watery prison and salvage parts for another vessel. It's an honest day's work here, it is. We're trying to do the right thing. Obviously, most possessions still on the ship beneath us are damaged beyond repair, but if we can salvage at least one thing, we'd all be pretty happy. I like how it like turns around from you. Oh. Interesting. I guess it doesn't want to go this way, but the other ways it will. Okay. Lon, I bet you're the one who answered this request, so I'm sure you know all about the event with the SS Oceana. Gosh, please excuse me, Alon. I had no idea that you were literally a passenger. then you know about how there were actually no casualties in that event, and how all of the passengers on board except one, you, I suppose, were taken to Black Steeple Castle. Yes, yes, of course you know all of that. Well, because there lacks any casualties, the company behind the SS Oceana have decided to use their funds to emerge the vessel from its grave. It was a contentious civil battle, but eventually the court agreed that letting the ship rust and tear away would only hurt the ecosystem. So that brings you in, and fittingly so, sorry. Come with me. Will do. What did that say? You already started this quest? I missed what that dialogue said there. There they are, our dedicated diver for the day. Ah, okay. I know who you are, actually. Your name is quite well known, Alon, especially in Grand Dream City, but that's not the point, yes? We plan to lift the SS Oceana out of the ocean using flotation devices. This is where you come in. We need you to dive and place each flotation device at their designated markers. These spots have already been marked. All you need to do is place the devices. That should be easy enough for you, right? In that case, I guess I'll just leave that to you. I'll be waiting outside for you when you return. The diving site is just outside the north door. The markings on the ship have already been laid out for you. All you need to do is plant those flotation devices. Sounds like a plan. I can't believe this is the site where the SS Oceana sank. I bet this place would feel weird for a survivor of the wreck. Oh no, I dropped the key to the warehouse in the ocean below. What am I going to do? Oh, so I guess, yeah, you can get a key down there then. We're all counting on you, Alon. We know you could pull it off, though. Now, just to give a little bit of insight, or well, I don't know if insight is the right term. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there, I had to go do something, but, right, so back then on the older versions, if anyone's curious, I believe, like, during, like, 11, 12, 13, if I'm not mistaken, you would go to Terjuma to actually see the dive spot to get to the SS Oceana. It never was, like, a quest like this, so just a little interesting info on that. A designated marker has been found. Place a flotation device. Okay, so we got one there. Oh, right. I should also say this as well. I forgot if... Let me see. I'm pretty sure you have to interact with the Pokemon on the ship. Yes, to capture them. There are quite a few Pokemon here that you will need to capture if you intend to do the aquarium quest, so do keep that in mind. I don't remember the exact ones, but I know, well, here we go here. Sharpedo is one of them. You will need a Carvana, I think Corsola, Clamperl, sorry, Gorbis, and Huntail. Right, there's a few Marini here as well. I think Love Disc as well. There might be a few others that I'm forgetting, but I would recommend that you do get those guys if you have not. So 5 dive balls there. Now there are also a few items within the ship as well, so I do want to look around as well. Right, and then there is that one key somewhere around here. Rare candy there. I'm pretty sure the key, it'll be on like a Pokeball, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. If you Huntail over here, I don't think you can really interact or capture one, but the Clamperl are somewhere around here. You can capture 3 of them. And then, of course, evolve them. Gorbis there. Waterstone there. Okay. Another Sharpedo over here. Get rid of that thing there. Let's see. Okay, another flotation marker here. Great mega stone there. Let's see. I forgot how many there were. Was it like 4 or 5? Something like that. I didn't mean to turn off the speed up there. Get rid of that guy there. Let's see. I will say it is really interesting to kind of like, you know, re-see a lot of this again, but now underwater, you know. We definitely come a long way with this series. It's honestly been a lot of fun replaying V13.5. I'm definitely really excited for V14 whenever it arrives. 5 dive balls there. Let's see. Right, there's a few love discs over here. Now, another thing I will give a little bit of a pointer on as well. If you have the TM Thief, or a Pokemon with Thief, I would recommend that you actually come on down here. You can farm heart scales from those guys there. And with the move relearner, sorry, it requires heart scales to change moves and whatnot, so I would highly advise you spend some time doing that. I know I certainly will. Okay, so there's the key that the construction worker dropped on down here. And I believe this is number 4. We'll grab those. And then, before we do that, I kind of want to look around real quick. Let's see. Love disc there. Right, the Morini are over here. I'll worry about capturing it another time. More so for the quest, but if you do want a Toxapex, then you can capture one of them there. Okay, I think this should be the final one. And I think the main things were the key and the Sharpedo. Sharpedo Knight. I think is how you pronounce that. Something like that. Okay. All flotation devices are now set. Time to head back up. So I guess we'll get on out of here then. I do believe there should be a few more Sharpedo that'll probably pay us a visit. Maybe. Maybe not. I just want to look around here real quick. Just in case. Right, we grab the stuff in there. Huntail in there. Those doors don't really open or go anywhere. Just to double check. Okay. I just want to make sure they're not the Galarian ones. Those ones are found... Oh goodness, where did I find those ones again? I don't quite remember, because I know we have one. I'd have to look at it, honestly. Oops. I know I don't really have to, but I'm kind of curious. Where are you? Minori C, okay. So somewhere along those lines. So we'll head on back up here. Alrighty. Looks like everything is set up. We're ready to start the ceremony. Are you? Great, I'll get things started. I'm sorry, that's just me adjusting my chair. Everything's finalized, sir. We're ready whenever you are. We're ready. Activate. That's right. It should take some time before the ship makes it to the surface. Well, that's true, but something's wrong. Yes, what is it? What? Deactivate them then, right this instant. What went wrong? We can talk more inside. Please follow me. I see. So basically the ship is stuck down there. Well, yes, it seems to be. Implanted into the ground. It's as if the whole of the ship has merged with the surface and became a part of it. There is no logical explanation for this phenomena, just what has been observed. It sounds so bizarre. Is there really no other explanation? The only way to know for sure would be to tear the ship apart and observe its foundation. For a myriad of reasons, that would be impossible. So this operation wasn't successful. But that's not a problem. We could just take another approach. An approach that would take literal years to complete, but yes. Goodness, I won't be here for that long, but I'll help for as long as I can. Alon, I understand that this was a lot of work on your part. I don't want your efforts to go to waste, so please take this. I'll be returning to the city for now. I've left the other half of the reward at the Hell Plaza. Thank you again for your help here. Cool, cool. Okay, so this one wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. But yeah, anyways, just a heads up. You can always go back to this guy and head back there, so don't be afraid that it's like a one-time thing that you can't go back. You can always go back there if you want to farm hard scales, get a Sharpedo, Morini, or capture the one water type Pokemon that I mentioned before for the aquarium quest. So yeah, right, let me wait on that for a moment. I think, you know what, yeah, since it wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be, let's get into mall opportunities, and then the next episode we'll get into forest restoration. Mall opportunities. There are 2 empty spaces available for rent at the new Everglad Mall. Right now it looks like one has already been reserved by one of the employees at Gearen Laboratory. Which? Could you settle things with her? Okay, bye. She'll be waiting inside of the mall. Don't be late. Sounds like a plan. Right, this is the one that requires a few berries, isn't it? Alright, we do have a few Oka berries. And then, well, either way, I'll go over the requirements on that when we get to that point. Anyways, we want to go to the mall here. And we're going to want to go to, I believe it's one of these stores here. Hello, I'm Witch. I'm an employee at the Gearen Laboratory. My dream is to become the legendary ice cream sandwich. When I heard that there were empty store slots here at the new mall, I knew this was my opportunity. I want my own shop that sells ice cream. Also, I think this is actually one of the developers, which is kind of an interesting new change. I'm pretty sure we see her when you get like access to like the laboratory like underground area. You pretty much have to complete all the quests in order to be allowed down there, but yeah, very interesting change there. Unless I'm mistaken on that, because back then I believe it was just some normal like person, but now they're slightly changing it, which is actually really cool. Anyways, my flavors will be to die for. I will be known as the ice cream sandwich. There's a few things that need to be done. First though, I didn't realize buying space would be so much. I spent all my money on your reward, so you're gonna have to help me out here. Please donate 30 grand, it's for the greater good. So of course, since we have a few dollars in our pocket, we'll go on ahead and donate 30k. Yep, that's all the money we need. I'll go give the funds needed to Jane and open up the store. For a moment. Witch's Parlor, home to flavorful edible fantasies. Sorry, but the upper floors are still in development. Please come back later. Okay. My parlor is finally complete. Witch's Parlor. But I'm not done yet. I cannot become a true ice cream sandwich without a original flavor. The customers won't be truly happy until I serve them superb and original flavors. I need to make my mark. If I don't make memorable flavors, my power as a witch will be far too weak. I'm going to need your help. You've traveled around the world quite a bit, haven't you? I need 5 oka berries. I hear you can find them on Terajuma Island. But if you're having a hard time, why not just take the one I haven't planted yourself? Good luck. Okay, so I want to go over the berry thing real quick. I think I bought the 11... I don't remember where I bought it. It might have been at the... It might have been at the mall. Not this one here. Or well, maybe it... Maybe? No, it was a different mall. Or maybe it... Before they changed it? I don't remember. Well, the one mall I'm referring to, the Grand Dream City one. But anyways, let me just show a few things real quick. So, any plantable area, as she mentioned, wrong spot. I don't want to be up there. So let's say, for an example, where's a spot? There should be one somewhere, right? Oh, right, I still have my one thing on. Let me see. Oh, that's kind of cool. But I thought I turned it off. Maybe I hit the B button on accident. I don't know why I didn't mean to name it X, but that's okay. I was just hitting the B button. No, yeah, it's off. Oh, I'm dumb. I see. Right, okay, here. Not that. Here, though. So pretty much, like, you could pick these up, and then, as you can see, like, it turns, like, the ground, like, turns, like, soft and whatnot. You can pretty much, whatchamacallit, plant your oka berry into the ground, and then I believe on Terajuma you should have gotten, I think, like a water pail? Or maybe it's within our items. Let me see real quick. Okay, sorry for the pause there. I looked through my bag. I couldn't find the water pail, but I think it's actually like a Whalmer pail, if I'm not mistaken. I looked online. I only found one thing. I don't know if it's true, but they say it doesn't exist anymore. Which is strange, but it actually makes sense because I remember back then you got the water pail on a place called Lover's Bridge, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they took that out. You met like a couple, they stormed off and got mad that you interrupted their love thing or whatever. And then you had to get them some berries and then they gave you the water or Whalmer pail. I think that's how that went down. So yeah, very interesting. Let me do this real quick. Because I don't know if in the mall we have enough stamps for the berries. Let's take a peek on in here. But I don't know, that doesn't make sense to me that it doesn't exist, because then it's like, well, what's the point of, like, farming for berries or planting them, you know? Yeah, I'm at 3. I kinda had a feeling I didn't have a lot. That says rare berries. What about, like, regular ones? I could do that. No. No. Those are just gems. That's really weird. I know it's not gonna be on the upper ones. I don't remember where I got the 11 then. Maybe I just collected them around Terrajuma. That might be what it is. But here's what I will do. Here's what I'll do. Because I want to get this right and help out players. I would look around Terrajuma to see if you could find like 5 of them. If you can, cool. But I guess I don't think they would have any. Because I'm pretty sure they're just the berries that lower the IVs. Let me take a look at the kids over here. Because I'm pretty sure they're just reducing berries is what he sells. Yes. Let me see. And I'm getting a little bit off track here, and I apologize for that. Yeah, no, it's not these guys. Okay. I would assume just look around Terrajuma, honestly, for those berries. I will do a test real quick, though. Because, like, back then, I would show that, if you, like, skip ahead with, like, your time and whatnot, like, for an example, let me just show it here. So let me save the game, I'll close and I'll reopen it, like, one day, like, pretty much, like, you actually have to, like, change, like, your computer, like, time. So let's say it's, well, today's the 2nd, that I'm recording this one, so I will want to move it to the 3rd and see if it changes or not. So give me a second here. Okay, yeah, so I did it one day afterwards from the 2nd to the 3rd, so I guess, yeah, you don't need the whale, or whalmer pail to water them. So yeah, I know it's gonna be time consuming and it's gonna be tedious on these two. Why am I blinking? Like tilled ground over here. Just plant 2 oka berries. You got to change the time until they're fully grown, and I believe from a fully grown one, you should get about like 2 to 3 if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully. Hopefully. I'm not smart with the berry stuff, honestly, but yeah. I would still explore Terrajuma and like Tesla Resort, those kind of areas, because there very well may be some just like scattered around and you can find enough to just grab 5 and you should be good. Now, if you have more than 3, whatchamacallit, department store stickers, I don't know if you need like 4 or 5 or number 6 in order to access the berries, but if you have about 4 or 5 or 6, you can go that route as well. Currently with this playthrough, as you can see, I only have 3 right now, so yeah. And then, yeah, the first one is the first time you walk into the mall. The second one I know we got from Narcissus Hauntings. The third one, I'm trying to remember where I got that one. Alright, sorry for the pause there. I looked into it, right. For finishing classified information. That's the one with the Rit Theraphorn with you, Annabelle, and Looker, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, hopefully that info might kind of like help you out. I hope I'm not wrong on a few things that I brought up, but yeah, overall, if you do have to like farm and plant them, it can be a little bit time consuming, but that's probably the fastest way if for whatever reason you weren't able to find like 5 pretty much. In all honesty, You may want to do some other quests that get you department store stamps, and then just like buy them from that one place. That will probably be the easiest way to go about it. So yeah. Now of course I think like online, yeah, I guess I still have it like pulled up. I could just like show it here. Well, I won't post that on the thing, but I'll just read it. Right, you get one for visiting the receptionist at the mall. You get one from the hiker once you complete the Kimono Girl side quest. Classified information, that's the Grand Dream City Help Center request. Given by Barbara. Oh, right, the virtual badge. We'll do that at another point. Venus, Neptune, those are the two other Colvier clan sisters that we gotta battle. Right, we got the one from Gabriel for the Narcissus Haunting quest. Let's see. I know there's one given to you around chapter 15. Right, by a certain scene that I won't say right now because that's spoilers. Stamp number 8, given by your fans from the Trainer Fan Club when entering the building with 800 plus Grand Dream City reputation. See, that's the tricky thing. I tried looking into that. I need to look more at that. Because like it said that you could look at your reputation in the city, but I haven't been able to find that anywhere. I'll look at it at another point. But anyways, we'll just continue this one. Sorry for getting sidetracked there. You brought me 5 oka berries. Yay, let's make the ice cream. My new flavor, I call it Krakatawa Burst? Is that a SpongeBob reference, sorry? Like how Squidward's like, Krakatawa? Is that what he says? I don't remember, but I think it actually might be. People are going crazy for it, but I'm not there yet. I still need more to become the ice cream sandwich. I have more ideas for ice cream flavors. I need 5 passion berries. Here, I already have one ready for you. So, please, I'm so close to being the ice cream sandwich. I think we have a few of those actually. I lied, we do not. Weakens a super effective water type attack against... Okay, so these... Yes, we'll have to plant and do it the long way. Okay. Because I don't have any other... Right. Okay, sorry for the pause there. Back now. What we'll do... I guess, like, yeah, we'll use this one as, like, an example to just show it real quick. Actually, is there a better spot than over here? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not gonna worry about it. Honestly, like, it doesn't matter, like, where you go. If you see, like, a patch, then you should be fine. For now, though... Right, I guess... Let me find a different one that might have, like, multiple. Let's see. Air slash. Get rid of you. It's kind of a cool shiny. Okay. I don't really use Primate, honestly, but shiny is pretty cool. Oh. Well, that's kind of convenient. So yeah, we got 4. Okay, cool. So, I guess right there, I didn't even know that, honestly. There's 4 passion berries there. So I guess what we'll do, we'll use this one as an example. We'll plant 1 right here, save right here, and then I'm gonna move my time from the 3rd to the 4th, and then just show the process of it growing pretty much. Okay, so this is the next day. I changed my time from the 3rd to the 4th. Now I will skip on to the 5th of June. Alright, so now it's the 5th of June. Gonna move on to the 6th. Alright, I changed it to the 6th of June, and as you can see, it is fully grown, and I'm hoping to get 2 or 3. Perfect. So we got 2 there, and that pretty much is all you have to do. Again, I know it's definitely more on the time-consuming side, but if you want to go that route, you can. So, yeah. Now, I do want to apologize for it kind of like black screening a few moments ago. I don't know what it is. I need to look into that with OBS. For whatever reason with Rejuvenation, when I open up the game, like, it wants to like close out immediately. Like, it'll do that like 2-3 times and then it'll just be completely normal. And I would assume that's more so an issue with OBS more than anything. I'll just pause here real quick, by the way. Get this on out of the way. Alright, sorry about that. Anyways, we'll go on up here and give the sandwich her passion berries. You brought me the passion berries. Yay, yay. Let's make this ice cream. My new flavor, I call it pistachio melt. Or pistachio melt? However you pronounce that. And I can't help but think they're like SpongeBob references because of the one kid with like his dad like driving in the boat, you know, like crying about him getting pistachio, and he's like, well, why did you ask for it? And it like falls out of the car pretty much. It's like a goofy scene, but anyways, it's a very popular item. People can't get enough of it. Just a little more until I turn into the refined ice cream sandwich. For a moment. Business hasn't really been booming lately. Wonder why that is. It's because of that new shop, which is Parlor, but that's an ice cream parlor, not a fine dining restaurant. That shouldn't be affecting our sales. I'm sorry for the interruption, but I can't help but overhear you too. Also, there's nothing wrong with fine dining. I'm not one for fancy luxurious places, nor have I ever been to like one of those kind of things, but I think a place like this would be more appropriate in Grand Dream City than East Gearen City Neo. Maybe I'm wrong, but look, I'm not a business owner or anything like that, but I think location definitely matters, so yeah. Sorry, but we don't serve random trainers. That's also another reason. Because like you're trying to like focus on like the wealth and whatnot, and it's kind of like it's not bad per se, but you should definitely focus on all people, sorry, because you know money's money, so it doesn't matter who it comes from. Quiet down. Yes, I'm here to make you an offer. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. Okay. I have another idea for a new flavor, but this one will be easy to make. I'll need 10 orange berries, but the orange berries I need are special. They're from the Orange Archipelago. I had them ordered and delivered to the Berry Emporium downstairs. You can find these berries at the Berry Emporium downstairs. Could you pick them up for me? Thank you. No problem at all. Also, real quick. Not only is this ice cream here delicious for humans, but for Pokemon too. The ice cream here is incredible. For a moment. Okay. So we'll head on downstairs then. And talk to the lady in here. You're under arrest. What? What did I do? For a moment. What's going on in here? Alon, I don't know what's going on. Several people here have reported severe stomach aches after consuming the witch's ice cream. We've checked the batter and found a large amount of laxatives. And because of this, I'm afraid we're going to have to take you in, which... It's a mistake. I've been sabotaged. Alon, I know I've asked for a lot, but please, please clear my name. I cannot become an ice cream sandwich in prison. Oh no. Alright, we'll get it solved. Yes, yes, what do you want? We don't serve random trainers. We only host the best of the best. Please come back when... What? Do I know anything about the tragedy that happened at the witch's parlor? Of course I don't. Don't be silly. Please leave. For a moment. What a stupid business. Paid me tons of money for a simple job like pouring in laxatives. Now I just gotta head down to Terajuma shipyard and wait for my partner. For a moment. Oh, hello, are you... Please leave. So yeah, she pretty much immediately like kicks you out from now on. But anyways, it sounds like we're going to the shipyard then. Oh right, there is a battle coming up. It shouldn't really be difficult from what I remember. Alright, I'm back again. But yeah, I would recommend that, of course, you have a fully leveled team to level 85s and make sure that you are fully healed. I'm also going to make sure that I have my berries on you guys. And let's go talk to a certain Team Zen scientist over here. There you are. Huh, what do you want? Can't you see that I'm waiting for someone? Wait, I know you. You're Alon. Why are you bothering a lowly scientist like me? Don't you have bigger people to bother, like Matalis or Anastasia? Whatever, I won't let you interfere. For a moment. Yeah, I'll stay in. I'm surprised you don't have Ice Beam. But again, well, yeah, it's not really gonna be like a difficult battle, so they're not gonna have... Well, that's a little bit wacky, seeing Ice Punch on that thing. Anyways, Blaze Kick is fine. I'm not gonna lie, for some reason I did not expect that to Oko. I don't know why I thought we would have taken one, but I kind of thought we would have. I got outplayed. Crazy. Wacky is all I can really say. Going to you though, Discharge. Take care of the bird here. And then... No, yeah, we're fine, we're fine. I was about to say, like, wait a minute, did we lose here? But no, Mach Punch most certainly takes it out at this range. Yeah, we're fine. Uh-oh. Listen up, I was the one who put the laxatives in the ice cream batter, but the restaurant Li Wu put me up to it. It was all their fault. Yeah, honest it was. They paid me a bunch for it too. Tell you what, I'll give you a small cut and you'll let me go, okay? See, aren't I generous? Am I? Aren't I? Now let me leave. And then pretty much with that, you want to fly on back to the mall. So I'll just kind of go here and I'll meet you guys there at the mall. Okay, so we're back here. And let's see here. Or was it the officer? Right, yeah, we gotta go to the officer now. We're here to keep you safe. Please come to me if there's anything I need to know about. What? The one who tampered with the ice cream batter was actually the employees at the restaurant Li Wu. I knew those snobby good-for-nothings were bad news. Let's go book 'em. What's going on here? I want to speak to my lawyer. It has come to my attention that you were the ones who tampered with the witch's ice cream batter. That's ridiculous. There's nothing to prove that. What about a witness? Aren't you Sasha from Petal Salon? What did you see? Just recently I saw a grunt from Team Zen walk on out of here. There's something shady going on here, and I'm pretty sure it's not the witch's fault. Well then, it seems like there are some witnesses. What do you say about that? Alright, fine, I'll confess. That Team Zen grunt came in here and threatened us. The audacity of them. They threatened to trash this restaurant if I didn't comply. Now do you understand my situation? The cards I have been dealt. Please understand my situation. See, let's think about this for a second. A Team Zen grunt came on in here, threatened them to pay her to put laxatives into the batter. The math ain't mathing. I see if that's the case, then we should be on the lookout for that Zen grunt. In the meantime, I'll see to it that the witch is freed from her confinement. Thank you, officer. I feel so much safer now that you're on the case. Everyone, let's head on out. Officer, you seriously don't believe all of that, do you? I have to take every claim very seriously. For now, I have to be on the lookout for this supposed Team Zen grunt. Until I find another lead, that's what I have to work off of. Well, is the witch freed at last? I sent notice of her release. She should be back in her shop shortly. I see at least that's been settled. Well, I have to go back to work now. Sorry. I feel like I worded that weird. Well, I have to go back to work now. Hopefully everything gets settled. Come on, perfect for... I cannot read today. Perfect your Pokemon's beauty at the Petal Saloon for a moment, and then I'm pretty sure you still get kicked on out. Right. Well, I didn't want to eat at your restaurant anyways. Alon, you cleared my name, but getting arrested was only an inconvenience. A witch cannot be confined for long. That being said, I'm grateful for everything you've done for me. It'll take a lot of work to get my customers back, but I'll make it work. Go back and report everything back to Aya. I'm sure they like to know that things are going smoothly. And don't forget it, one day I will become the ice cream sandwich and no one can stop me. For a moment. Voice crack there. Okay, so let's go report this to Aya then. Is she back here? Or is she at her gym? Maybe the lab. I don't quite remember where she is to like... Wrong spot. I don't quite remember where she is. I don't think she'd be down here. Oh, one moment, please. Alright, sorry about that, my dog had to go outside. But anyways, I don't think... No, she's not here. I did not mean to step on that. Maybe she's back at the lab? Oh, actually, real quick, does it... Let's see. Alright, that's still ongoing. Oh, okay, so she's back at the lab. Okay, I see. My bad. Oh. I guess we can walk into a barrel. Okay. There you are. Hey, I heard things with the witch went well. Good job. Unfortunately, sorry. Anyway, I thought I would have another client ready by this point, but it seems this place isn't fully developed enough for companies. Real blanks if you ask me. I mean, we did a lot of work already, but it's fine. We'll get some offers later, I'm sure. That's about it, though. You've done your job and you've done it well. Your reward will be ready for you at the Hill Plaza. Cool, cool. So with that being said and done, yeah, I won't collect them right now. I'll do that afterwards. But so far, we have done Reborn Again, Pokeball Conundrum, Mall Opportunities, and Shipwreck Recovery. So the final one that we got to complete is Forest Restoration. We will do that in the second part, and then once we finish that, there are a few scenes that kind of happen afterwards that episode should still be about over an hour, so yeah. After we get that done though, I'm thinking about either getting into the virtual badge quest or the 8-bit doctor quest. I might combine the two as one episode though. We'll see, because I know virtual badge can be a little bit lengthy. Same with 8-bit doctor. But I might do another one of the videos going into like the starters, pseudo legends. I do want to battle the Colvier clan sisters, Kimono girls, SPU delivery, and so on. We'll see what I decide afterwards, but I'm thinking about just getting the 8-bit doctor one or the virtual badge done. One of the two, so yeah. But anyways, we're getting closer to wrapping up a lot of these quests here, and then we'll get back to the main story. But again, we're definitely still a little ways away from that, so yeah. Now, I know for the past few episodes have been 2 videos mostly, a few of them 3 episodes of Rejuvenation. I really want to just stick to 4 videos a week. I don't want to like overdo it, you know, but I'm really thinking about going back to trying to do 3 videos a week, mainly because realistically we're kind of getting towards the summertime. 2025 has been flying by very, very quickly, and I know sooner or later V14 will be done. I don't expect it to be done during the summertime, I really don't, but I can realistically potentially see it around the fall or winter time, maybe early 2026, but realistically I really think it's going to be at the end of this year, somewhere around the fall or winter time. So yeah, I can't confirm anything, of course. I'm not a developer, and yeah, again, it's just me guessing, honestly, but yeah, I really need to make some more progress, because I really wanted to get this done before V14, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. We'll see, But that's pretty much going to be it for today's episode. I will say, though, yes, I do want to do it. If you want to leave, that's fine. That's pretty much it for the episode. I want to go over here, because it's going to drive me crazy. I looked it up online about the reputation points, and I want to look into that real quick. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the pause there. Ah, I see. Okay. Hey, isn't that a lawn? That's a lawn. That's a lawn. Maybe I should do this on the other episode where we do a bunch of stuff. Yeah, let me see here. Yeah, I have another post-it note. Gibble Quest, Beldum, voice crack there. Finnegan, I want to get a Ralts. I want to look for all the starters that are obtainable. Aquarium Quest, SP Delivery, Colbier Sisters, Kimono Girl. I guess I should write down fan club. Let me just confirm it. Is this where you get the sticker from? Let me see. Okay, yeah. So we pretty much got enough to do that. Now, I'll get into it on that episode more specifically, but just to summarize it, by doing quests, battling people around Grand Dream City, stuff like that, I guess gives you reputation points? Real quick. I see. Okay, so you can actually look at it there. That's really cool. Nice. Okay, well, anyways, I just wanted to check that out real quick, but yeah, I'll do that another time on that one episode, so yeah, but anyways, that's it for today's episode. I'm really happy with the progress so far. Again, I know that we're not on the main story. I really want to get on it, but again, I really want to get a lot of this, you know, quests and whatnot done and on out of the way. And like I also brought up, the moment that we get all of this, you know, flushed out and completed. Oh well. Sorry, here's some sirens. Hopefully whoever it is, they'll be okay. But yeah, we're making a lot of progress. Once we get this all, you know, cleared out and whatnot, we're done with most of these quests, so yeah. Anyways, that'll be it for today's episode. Love you guys. Take care of yourselves out there. Drink you some water. Drink your room. Clean your room. Do something productive today. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Good morning.